Jakey with the Cakey.
Hello, Jacob Nation. Welcome back to another Croatia News Network video report broadcast. I have received several requests to cover the topic of the 2024 elections, and I have noticed that my colleagues in the journalism space have been talking a lot about it. So today, I would like to throw my hat in the ring and have my take on the 2024 elections with these 10 interesting facts. So, to begin with this first fact, we have to talk about Donald T's loss in the 2024 elections. Despite currently holding the title of Prime Minister, Donald Tusk and his Civic Platform Party came in second place in the Polish national elections with 30.59% of the votes and 194 seats at the assembly. So, fun fact number 2, Vladimir Putin has been pretty popular in the political scene, or at least in Russia, where he won 88.48% of the popular vote, the highest percentage in the history of post-Soviet Russia. It is worth mentioning that his main critic and political opponent Alexei Navalny died in prison a month before the elections under suspicious circumstances. But I mean, with almost 90% of the votes, Putin must be very well liked and doing a great job as president. Okay, so fact number 3, Croatians are going to the polls twice this year and for two different elections. We first have the Croatian parliamentary elections that took place on the 17th of April 2024. It was won mostly by the center-right HDZ, followed by the left-wing SDP, and then many smaller political parties. We then have the presidential elections that will close out this election year on the 29th of December 2024. The main candidates are the same ones from the two previous parties. Fun fact, this elections will be the last one to happen this year. Okay, enough joking around for this fact number 4. I know why you're here. You wanted to know if the Democratic Party could earn enough votes in what is usually a two-party system. And the answer is no. They have once again lost to the Mongolian People's Party in this year's election. Despite many protests and following a corruption scandal, the election was actually quite tight, and with the opposition gaining a lot more seats than in 2020. At numéro 5, we will be covering in French the political crisis that has been going on in France. Ok, dans le fond, le Rassemblement national est arrivé en tête des élections européennes. Alors, en réponse à la popularité du RN, Emmanuel Macron a décidé de dissoudre l'Assemblée législative. Les partis n'avaient que 3 semaines pour faire campagne. 3 blocs se sont formés. Le nouveau Front populaire rassemble tous les partis de gauche. Le RN et les Républicains sont 2 partis à droite. Et il y a le parti de Macron. Donc, ces 3 partis ont à peu près un tiers du vote chaque, ce qui veut dire qu'il n'y aura pas de majorité, mais c'est le nouveau Front populaire qui obtient le plus de sièges. Donc, Macron devra choisir le premier ministre et il est attendu qu'il choisisse un de gauche. Mais il refuse cela et il décide de nominer Gabriel Attal, qui provient de son propre parti. Mais ce dernier démissionne juste avant le début des Jeux olympiques de Paris. Donc, on demande une trêve politique et suite aux Jeux olympiques, Michel Barnier, encore un allié de Macron, est élu. Pendant ce temps, il y a de nombreuses manifestations en France et des mouvements d'insurrection en Nouvelle-Calédonie. Donc, ça continue jusqu'en début décembre où Michel Barnier reçoit une motion de censure et démissionne. Bref, donc la 5e République qui a été bâtie avec l'idée qu'un parti aurait éventuellement une majorité de sièges, elle ne peut pas vraiment répondre à cette situation de division en 3 blocs politiques. La France ne peut donc pas avoir un premier ministre ou un gouvernement stable. So this fact number 6 is very unfortunate for the democratic apparatus of North Korea. The elections that were supposed to happen this year were delayed due to what might be a constitutional amendment. We do not know when the next elections will happen, but hopefully they will happen soon. Primary sources coming from North Korea are unfortunately quite hard to get, so that's why in 2025 we will send one member of the Jakey with the Keiki channel to North Korea as a special correspondent for Croatia News Network. Comment down below which Jakey you would like to be sent. Fun fact number 7. Oh, okay. No, I can't even explain what is happening. What? Don't make me explain Belgian elections. So, like, it seems like the two parties with the most votes are right-wing Flemish Nationalist Party, and as for the Walloons, their votes are split between like 5 different parties. But in a surprising turn, it seems they have put aside their differences and created a left-wing coalition, I think. I am not sure. So, fun fact number 8, this might be one of my most interesting 2024 election fun facts of the year. Abdiram Mohamed Abdul Ali has come victorious in the Somaliland presidential elections with 63% of the vote. Somaliland is a breakaway state from Somalia who, since 2001, has been a de facto independent country but has not been recognized by any UN nation states. Fact number 9, a South Asian woman has won the elections. That's right, folk, with a huge 74.63% of the votes. Sheikh Hasina has earned another term as Prime Minister of Bangladesh. Number 10, and this might be my most controversial one yet, so if you're sitting down, I would advise you to hold on to your chair because you might fall from this shocking news. On November 5th, we had a very impactful elections with ripples all across the world. And on that day, Saranjol Whips Jr. has won the Palauan general elections with 57.74% of the vote on November 5th, thus winning him a second term as president of Palau. Alright, that's all the news I have for this election year. Over 100 countries have had elections this year, so there was a lot that I might have missed in this video, such as the elections in Iran, the EU, or Venezuela. This year, over 4 billion citizens were eligible to vote, so it means that if you didn't vote this year, then, you're missing out. We're gonna make fun of you. Speaking of voting, make sure to vote for which member of J-Key crew we will send to North Korea. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the way. Goodbye, Jacob Nation.